Broadcasting live from the Sea of Sand on the plain of Rabia, this is Tap Tap Concede. That's the theme song for the other podcast.
What's the Tap Tap Concede theme song?
Actually, I guess that's not really the theme song for any podcast. Welcome everybody to Tap Tap Concede.
When I hear the plain of Rabia, I always want to go like Rabia,
Yeah.
Rabia.
Finger.
Considering it's the sand in Rabia, what do you think? It's just a Rabia. They've just dropped the A.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. There is a
Did nobody else realize that immediately?
no.
Oh.
The picture of it does have a guy with a camel.
Oh, see, now if I'd seen that, I would have been tipped off.
Is it spelled like
a
weirdly
lie.
with two R's or something?
No, Rabiah.
So they've added an H to
They
the
took.
end.
Yeah, they took. Yeah.
Is this the
You
Rabia
can always add
or
an H, yeah.
a Rabia? Anyway, so yeah, welcome to Tap Tap Concede. I literally just now remembered that someone suggested we actually introduce ourselves last time.
Oh, okay.
For the benefit of anyone who may not be more familiar with Loading Ready Run or may not be familiar with what our voices sound like if they're just listening to it.
That's fair.
So I'm Graham.
I am Paul.
I'm Kathleen.
I'm James.
See how we did that?
Ruiners.
Oh wait, I'm James. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That
I'm the girl.
James.
Yes.
James.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and so this is Tap Tap Concede with our new podcast format. This is now going to be shorter but more frequent, which I think will be good.
Stronger, faster, shorter,
Stronger, faster, shorter. And I think we should begin
less bears.
with our weird crack-a-pack.
All right.
All right.
I think that's a good way to open them up. So, for those who haven't listened before, we like to crack packs like our friends over at Limited Resources. But while they are cracking relevant packs, we are cracking the weirdest, oldest ones we could find.
You're cracking strictly irrelevant packs.
This is a particularly old one.
Strictly irrelevant.
Yes, Loading Ready Run.
Actually would have been a good name for this podcast.
Strictly irrelevant? We did consider Strictly Worse.
Yeah,
and,
Strictly worse.
and
yeah.
Strictly Average, I think.
Yes.
I don't remember that one,
Strictly
but
worse was strong. I
Strictly
remember
Worse
that,
was
yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
So, fan and viewer Lisa sent us a wonderful envelope of
All sorts of goodies.
a myriad of old packs.
Is that where the delicious peppermint patties came from?
Yes,
too?
also that.
I've eaten like 6 of those.
Not a myriad of Mirrodin.
Thank you for
No.
sending chocolate.
A myriad of old packs. No. And so we decided to go with the oldest one we could from what she sent. This is an 8-card booster for The Dark.
Ooh.
The Dark, which I believe
That's quite a light pack.
That's
considering it's for
papyrus.
the dark.
Yes.
it's the papyrus font.
Yes.
I
All
only
right,
just
well,
noticed that.
I don't like this expansion just based
Well, think
on
about
the
how
font
old this
choice.
was, though. Papyrus wasn't cool when this came
Yeah,
out.
Papyrus
Yeah.
was new and interesting.
Yeah.
Papyrus is cool now. I was unaware of this
No,
fact.
it's ironic cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
like it says, you must have Magic the Gathering to play.
You can't just...
What?
Isn't that what you're buying?
yeah.
It's like you can't just play with these 8
Ooh,
cards.
ooh,
is
this
what
is
they're
good.
saying. Is that this isn't going to get you very
This
far.
is back when they did flavor on the boosters.
Oh.
It lurks in the fetid swamps and underneath the roots of ancient trees. It hides in goblin caves and beneath the Inquisitor's hood and swims through the empty halls of sunken cities. From the depths of Dominia. From the depths of
Yeah,
Dominia.
it's not Dominaria. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a different place.
From the depths of Dominia comes a new addition to Magic the Gathering with more than 100 new cards to use with your Magic the Gathering deck. Don't be afraid of the darkness, but of what hides in the dark.
Didn't we figure out that Dominaria is like the whole thing?
And
Isn't that
Dominia is a...
Dominia is a place in Dominaria.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
They just don't talk about
I like
Dominia
that they
anymore.
list different places where darkness could be. But of course, darkness could be anywhere, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's darkness. It could be,
So actually, before I
under fluffy bunnies.
pull the cards out,
On the inside of your butt.
we did some looking into this. No one is quite sure what the sort of rarity breakdown in Packs of the Dark are. Homelands, we know, and that was also an 8-card booster.
Correct.
Which was 6 commons and 2 other things
Yeah.
that could be uncommon or rare, or both uncommon or both rare. Obviously, you're more likely to get uncommons than rares. But we looked this up. There's actually two or three
I'll pull it up.
relevant chase cards in the dark, including, most importantly, Maze of Ith, which I believe still today goes for 30
$30?
$30?
I don't remember. Hold on, I'm looking it up.
But okay.
I don't know.
Anyway.
It's really good in Commander.
And it has a really sweet. I love the art on this Maze of Ith.
All right. Well, the first one is Skull of Orm, which is probably the rare because weren't all artifacts rare back then?
Maybe I don't
I
know.
don't think so.
We're finding out.
So it is a 3-drop. Nope.
Look at that.
Nope.
Sweet white border action. This is an expansion set with a white border.
It's not. This is.
This is because it's
That's
the
it,
8th
the
edition.
8th edition,
Do
yeah.
they not even have the there
There
it
it
goes.
is.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
much
Oh,
Look
it's
at
an
that guy.
uncommon in the dark.
Okay.
I think I actually might
Reprinted
have.
as a rare.
I think I may actually have this card in my.
So as you can see, it's
Stuff.
a 3-drop artifact. For 5 and tap, bring 1 enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand.
Sweet.
That's actually
5 mana.
Bring 1.
Check it out.
It's worth $1. Nice.
that'd be good if you had a Bruna Commander deck.
What about
For-
Sisters of
Oh
the
God,
Flame?
I remember that card.
It's a 2/2 summon Sisters for 1 red. Tap to add 1 red to your mana pool. This ability is played as an interrupt or an instant because it's a mana ability. That's just how you play those.
That looks like the poster for like a movie.
It looks like the poster for like a Crystal
For like
Crystal
the-
Castles.
The Gift or something.
Like I think I could see Crystal Castles reappropriating that artwork for shows.
for like an album cover.
Yeah, or just like Crystal Castles now playing Vancouver.
The same casting cost, a land enchantment by the name of Goblin Caves.
Ooh, I remember him.
Yes. If target land is a basic mountain, all goblins gain +0/+2.
Oh, that's actually really good.
So yeah, although why you would ever
Want your goblins to be tougher.
why you would ever enchant a land that isn't a mountain is beyond me, but
That's true.
the stench of countless generations of unspeakable activities was enough to loosen both our footing and our stomachs. Ooh, now this is a piece of art by the guy that we were talking about before, who does very sort of like
The
pastel kind of
pastel,
stuff,
yeah.
yeah.
abstract
Yeah.
watercolor. But this actually kind of works. There's
Yeah,
there's a little ridiculous goblin figure in there somewhere.
I mean, generally speaking, giving your goblins a bunch of toughness
Yeah,
probably
put
isn't
that
going to help
aside.
you that much. But
Ooh, the drowned or drowned. It's just called drowned. 1/1 zombies for 1 and a blue, and they regenerate for 1 black. So early Dimir card. And when the art comes up, I want you to notice the guy on the far left is wearing like a 1950s like Hello Sailor outfit.
Awesome.
He totally is. It's so weird.
Like he's got like he looks like he's a zombie from the front of a Cracker Jack box. Like he's got like the blue thing with the little white bib and the white hat. That's kind of funny. I like
this
that.
really, it should really be called The Drowned, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it's just drowned. Morale.
This is interesting though. This is off-color activation, which
Yeah.
I don't think was very common at this time.
No, I don't think so. Morale is our next one. It's a instant. It's a combat trick. It is 1 white for all attacking creatures. Gain +1/+1 until end of turn
Oh yeah, I had this guy.
as an instant.
Yeah, he was big in my white deck.
Seems good.
Yeah. Next is Ashes to Ashes.
Oh, hell yeah. This card's amazing.
It's 1 black for a sorcery. Ashes to Ashes.
Ooh, can you guess who did that art? Same guy.
Exile 2 target non-artifact creatures and deal 5 damage to you. Wow.
Yeah, that's in my cube.
Wow, you just pay
2
5 life
non-artifact
to...
creatures.
I mean, add some mana. So but it is exile, right? It's been oracled to exile, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah, exile 2 non-artifact creatures.
Because
Because
mine says Ashes to Ashes removes 2 target non-artifact creatures from the game and does 5 damage to you.
that seems
yeah.
weird.
Have they oracled it to you pay 5 life?
No.
Nope, it does 5 damage to you. Still.
Interesting. Weird.
That card's insane. Like think
That's
about
a
that.
good
Like
card.
Yeah, 3 mana and 5 life to kill any
to
2
kill
creatures.
any two. Yeah, like that's awesome.
That seems good. Yeah.
Deep Water. It is an enchantment for blue. For 1 blue, all mana producing lands you control provide blue instead of their normal mana until end of turn.
Oh, so annoying.
That's weird.
That's annoying.
Well, it's the
You need 2 blue to cast it.
red had an equivalent too, right? Like, because this is all mana producing land, so it kills the other guy's land, right?
No, all mana producing lands you control.
Yeah,
Oh,
why
you
would you
control.
want to play this?
Oh, that's lame.
This card's
He's
terrible.
bad.
All right, and
Well, so you need at least 2, but then once you have 2, you can change the rest.
I remember this guy, Scarwood Goblins. I think you'll recognize this card when you see it, Paul.
Scarwood.
Scarwood Goblins.
Oh yeah.
It is
Okay.
it is a 2/2 for a red and a green, and that's it. The text on the card is counts as both a green card and a red card.
Now look, at the beginning of this podcast, I said less bears, and you have clearly opened bears.
Bears.
I like when when the Oracle text is just gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, we figured we didn't actually need that text.
Yeah, you don't need to say that anymore.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, this guy is terrible bears.
all right. No,
Terra bears. No,
not
he's
that
just,
bad.
he's just off-color
Yeah.
bears. He's like
Yeah.
a guild mage that doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's strictly
That's-
worse than a
Than most
scarred,
other bears.
a scarred guild mage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so terrible bears.
Anyway,
It's true. Terra
I'm just
bears.
straight taking ashes to ashes.
Yeah,
because I
there's-
just really like that card.
Yeah.
Like just super awesome quality removal.
Is it worth anything?
No.
So many double colors. There's a blue, a 1 red, a 1 red, a 1 white, and a 1 black.
All right. They liked making stuff harder to cast back then.
I
Old
guess.
MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
With a 1
Red-
red, and a 1 black, and a 1 white, and a terrible card.
Yeah.
Old MacDonald had some cards. E-I-E-I lame.
All right, there we go.
Thank you, Lisa, for
A
This
pack,
pack of
has
the
been
dark.
cracked.
goodness me. So, in more recent Magic news, or oh yes, I guess we should talk about this. So last time we were talking about the Baneful Woodfink that we offhandedly mentioned as part of the Magic trivia, and then some people came up with designs for them. We picked the best Baneful Woodfink design, and then we asked people to do some art for it. And some of you did some really cool layouts with found art on the internet, but a couple of you actually did original art. And we're going to show you that one now. This is one.
This is so we have. I guess we chose a winner,
Mm-hmm.
and we have 2 runners up.
Yeah.
So let's see if this works. Yes, it did.
So this is
from Kaboom242 on the forums.
yeah, and you can see in the comments on the forums, he or she is saying that they wanted to give the Baneful Woodfink a hat.
A
Yeah.
sweet hat.
Yeah, which I believe is it's like a skull with fungus growing out of it. Not entirely sure.
Yeah, could be a skull with fungus growing out of it. I think
So-
so. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this. Definitely going the sort of decay kind of
Yeah.
saprolingy route with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's got like the little bumps like the like some of the Phyrexian guys with Infect.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Cadaverous Bloom.
Yeah. Check out his arm too.
Yeah. That's super cool.
It's like the World of Warcraft zombies.
yeah.
Yeah, creepy.
All right. And
Right.
then
Also,
And
near the
then-
bottom of the thread, I think, was another one. That one there
Yes.
by...
Lysander.
I like how that he's using that as his forum avatar now as well.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, here's this by Lysander.
I like the mask.
I like the eyeball in the middle of his chest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
with-
huge.
With the mask, it looks like something from Zelda, like Manjora's Mask or something.
Or, is it Princess Mononoke?
Yeah.
The movie with those little, like,
Like
weird...
Kodomas.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, weird little wood imp things. Yeah, I like
yeah,
that.
yeah, and the eyeball in the center of the chest. I guess because he's got the
It's like the Mind-Eye Drake.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then lastly,
Yeah.
And then we have our winner.
who wins absolutely nothing.
Nothing but our adulation
Boom.
is this great piece. I encourage you to check it out on the forums where it'll be nice and
Large and high res.
bigger. But I really like the like the colors and the style, the sort of the painterly style to it, and also you can see the woodfink, which he says is more sort of vulpine in style, inspired by some of the other Magic cards. He's like doing something to the trees. He's like
Yeah,
using dark magic on the trees there.
Or it's almost like he's like sucking the energy out of the tree,
Mm-hmm.
which is what he does.
Yeah.
He uses energy from destroys trees in order to take
Kill things.
in order to take counters off himself.
Mm-hmm. So there we go.
Cool.
We've designed a card, everybody.
Sweet.
I like it too. Sweet card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then name that deck.
Oh, and we have a deck that we can name.
Yeah. Now, you've all been very keen to reply with the name my deck thing, which is great. But
Especially with the shorter things.
there's so many of you.
Yeah.
So we've picked one that we like the name of, and we'll see if we can go through the thread, maybe just actually on the forums, and maybe name a couple other ones.
Yeah, well, there actually is a name my
Yeah, and
deck
name.
thread in the
Oh,
forums
cool.
where people are naming each other's decks.
Oh, nice. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So maybe like every week, if people post their decks, we'll like choose one or something.
We didn't miss any original art on the Baneful Woodfink thing. I don't think. I think
I think there was
I don't
3.
know.
pretty sure the other ones in the thread were taken
Yeah.
from DeviantArt pages or whatever. Some of them look really cool, but
So this deck appealed to me because of its simplicity. It's by from Cybele, I think his name is Cybele. And all right, here it is: 4 Axebane Guardian, 4 Llanowar Elf, 4 Tree of Redemption, 4 Wall of Tanglewood, 4 Wall of Vines, 4 Overrun, 4 Rampant Growth, 4 Feed the Pack, 4 Parallel Lives, 24 Forests.
Done.
Which I like. Like, it probably would have worked with 23 Forests, but it wouldn't have had the 4 there. And
Yeah.
I think it's important.
yeah. So the way the deck wins is you get a Tree of Redemption out as quick as you can, and you exchange your life total with it so that it's with its toughness, so it's a 0-20 Tree of Redemption,
Hopefully.
hopefully. Then you've got so many walls in this deck, though.
It's true that you generally stop everything. So.
You feed it to feed the pack, and you get 1 wolf per toughness.
Yeah.
And ideally, you've got parallel lives going. So you feed it to feed the pack, and
Yeah.
if it's
Let's
at
just say you're
max
at
health,
15. Let's say you're at 15 life.
yeah.
So you're getting with feed the pack out and parallel lives.
And you're getting 32
So you're
two
getting
wolves.
32 2 wolves.
And then
And then the next turn
you
overrun, and you have 35-5
Trampling.
wolves.
That seems strong.
It seems good.
Yeah.
So the name we came up with this deck, because you're taking your Tree of Redemption and feeding it to the wolves.
Yeah.
We decided to call this the Wood Chipper of Redemption.
You just take the entire tree and just
Are you sure it's not the wolf chipper of redemption?
wolf chipper.
Of
No, because
redemption.
the tree is the thing that's being chipped, not the wolves. If you're turning wolves into
The trees.
trees.
Interesting.
Like what's the sword that Cam talks about? The
the one that cuts out puppies.
yeah.
I can't remember.
Is it the sword of Feast and Famine?
Feast and Famine.
Yeah.
So it when it hits you, you get a wolf. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
For no particular reason.
Yeah, Cam likes to flavor that as slicing
Slice.
puppies out of someone.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
son, you're full of wolves, and that ain't right. So, Wood Chipper of Redemption. I like the flavor of that deck.
All right.
All right, so should we talk about Magic now?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, considering our hourglass is half gone.
That's fine.
Half hourglass.
It's half full.
We can talk about what's been how Gatecrash has been treating us.
Now that because last time we was just after the pre-release.
Mm-hmm.
So now that you've had a chance to actually play with it and draft it for a bit, I mean, you guys may have seen the various live stream and MTGO Academy drafts that for Gatecrash. But
Yeah.
how are you liking it? Set.
I'm enjoying it. I don't know if I'm enjoying it more than Return to
I don't
Ravnica,
know
but
if I
I'm
am
liking it a
enjoying
lot.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that well at it.
I generally haven't been, after coming out of Innistrad, I haven't been a huge fan of the previous of Ravnica and now Gatecrash.
Just in comparison,
In comparison to Innistrad, and just
And you're talking about this in terms of drafting.
in terms of drafting, you're really shoehorned with this set. Like, there's not much you can sort of experiment with in terms of
there's only
wacky deck archetypes. Like,
there's
you
just
sort
the
of
5 different decks.
Yeah,
and
you kind
choose
of,
one
and there.
go.
Well, I mean, there's variations on. There's generally like 2 variations on a guild's deck. One is, from what I can see so far, is generally better than the other. So there's always sort of like the Nuts Boros deck, right? There's not really a other Boros deck, right? right?
you can do a slower mid-game Boros deck.
There's
Which
sort
just
of,
isn't as good,
There's sort of a
right?
fast and a slow version of each deck.
of
in
each
some
deck,
ways,
and
yeah.
and the format is fast. Like you want to
because
be
of the
fast.
stupid Boros deck.
Well, and any of them can be like Simic can get pretty aggressive pretty quickly.
I find Orzhov actually really struggles to get going fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean those things can
Honestly-
grind games out like nothing.
Yeah, they
but-
can grind games out, but if you get off to a fast start, Orzhov has a lot of trouble catching up. I actually thought that Dimir would be the weakest guild going into this, but I think it's actually like might be Orzhov.
Well, not from the information we got at the Pro Tour, which was during that release weekend. Orzhov was, I believe they said it was the most winning.
Over Boros?
Yeah.
Really?
I can't. I would need to double check those, but I seem to recall, or maybe it was the. I can't remember now. Shoot, I wish I had that information. But
I mean, Orzhov has access to all the best removal
yeah,
because,
Right, it's got from both sides.
yeah, because you've got in the white you've got your Angelic Edict, on black you've got Grizzly Spectacle, you've got
Devour Flesh.
Devour Flesh, you've got Death's Approach, which can be really good, especially if you've made them Devour Flesh already.
Yeah. Combined, you have Thousand Lashes.
Oh, that's so good. How does that keep going so late?
I haven't seen it going
'Cause it's
late
hard
that
to
much
cast.
anymore.
I've seen it going pretty late. I was watching LSV Draft last night, and he was like, he kept seeing like an Orzhov card and being like, nah, it's not enough to change, and then just kept seeing more and more Orzhov cards, and then in pack 3 there was 1,000 Lashes going stupid late.
Yeah.
He's like, what?
That
is
was a
going
couple
on?
weeks ago, though, right?
Yeah,
he
that's
recorded all 7. I think he recorded 7 drafts at once.
Right.
That he just doles out. But yeah, that card is definitely getting higher and higher up on the list. The other card and we talked about this, I think during the Academy draft, was Burst of Strength. I've seen that card rise in popularity quite a bit. More people seem to be playing it, and it's good.
That's worse.
I'm just moving my leg.
Okay.
But I think it's just, I don't feel like we have the same freedom we do when you're not inundated with a bunch of multicolor cards. I still like it. I'm still having fun, but
Are you enjoying it more or less than RTR?
I think I like the guilds and RTR better.
I think I actually,
more
I mean, it's hard to be like, here's the thing. Like, I think that's probably a question that I'm going to answer properly at the end of Gatecrash. Because right now I'm enjoying Gatecrash more. But that's probably because I played a lot of Return to Ravnica. And
Right.
by the end of it, I was definitely like, all right, time for a new format. Let's keep this thing going. So I'm really enjoying Gatecrash overall. So, but at the end of the run, I think honestly at this point, I feel like I'll like Return to Ravnica more. I think I enjoyed the guilds more.
You think when Dragon's Maze comes out,
So-
opening it up to all?
So
10
I'm like,
guilds?
I'm super excited for Dragon's Maze
Because
I
that
think,
will give you a lot of options.
yeah, like I think being able to just sort of go completely insane with especially just a lot easier to draft those like 2 guild decks will be just a lot more interesting.
I want to do Rak Borzov.
Rack Borzov. Yeah, I look forward to combining.
I was actually thinking, but
Just make a little
I
triangle.
was thinking, but now you can do Dimir Rack.
Ooh.
Rackmir?
I think
Rackmir.
Rackmir.
Rackmir? Oh my
Rackmir
God.
I believe.
Oh my god, it'd be so good.
What do you want
man.
from? What,
I feel
what
like
do
you're
you want?
stretching yourself a little thin when you start throwing three guilds together. But
Rakdos, Demir, Orzhov.
Well, those are my 3 favorite colors.
Rakmirdanov.
Rackmirdan. Oh, man.
The famous Russian sprinter,
Yeah.
Sergei Rachmirdanov. What do you want from RTR to add to Gatecrash to make Rachmirdanov?
I just want to make like the ultimate control deck, just every single kill spell from Dimir and mono black and burn spells and like just win by just killing them. And
Are you looking for like the black Unleash cards or the black Scavenge cards from RTR?
Oh, definitely the Unleash cards.
So you're looking for like aggressive
Yeah.
And that's not. Yeah, I don't know if that's really control, but
Wow.
face that way.
Wow.
That seems
Face that way.
No.
historically,
That's the whole point of the video.
yeah.
Ah.
But it'll be very interesting to see how they all sort of integrate together.
Basically, I think that I want to mill people and kill their dudes, and I want to just kill their dudes more efficiently with more milling, and then with more removal, and then mill them, and that's what I want.
How many defenders are in Gatecrash? Are there?
There's a couple.
Yeah, oh yeah. There's a couple in white.
Basilica guards.
Basilica guards.
And there's the Corpse Blockade
Corp
in
Blockade.
black.
Yep.
Ooh, okay. Corpse Blockade gets into the Doorkeeper deck.
Yep.
So you could do Dimir Mill. You could get the Dimir Mill cards, and then when you get to the RTR pack, you could pick up Doorkeepers. Get Corpse Blockades.
You want
Get Corpse Blockades in Gatecrash, and then get Doorkeepers in RTR, so that you're really locking down the ground, but you can mill them out.
Actually, what I think I would
and Psychic Spiral, of
what
course.
I would actually draft is the would be Bordos.
Bordeaux.
Boros with Rakdos red black unleash guys.
I think
Even more
honestly just
aggressive.
straight Boros. Like just
Just
Boros.
get the red Unleash cards.
Yeah, like I feel like Boros in Dragon's
just-
Maze could be pretty
But just
interesting.
Boros,
Oh,
but
you know what would
splashing
make-
in the yeah.
Oh my god, you know what would make Boros brutal? Is the white Detain cards.
Oh yeah, Arrestor and
Oh, because
and-
it's like, they have that big Zertos swine. I really don't want to attack with Battalion. Oh wait, Azorius Arrestor, your swine can't block. Crunch.
yeah.
Like that's quite interesting the way, because not every card from a guild is multicolor.
Yeah.
Then you can splash between guilds without necessarily making your mana base stupid.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of a neat idea. I like that.
Was there? I'm trying to think of what generic fix. Oh, Transguild Promenade. Sorry,
Yeah.
I was trying to think of what the RTR equivalent of the Prophetic Prism
Yeah,
was.
yeah, it was
Prophetic Prism better, I think.
Yes.
Does Transguild Promenade, after you bring it in and do the bring it in and pay and all that stuff, it just taps for whatever color?
No, it's one and.
It is still one and.
It's
Is
like
it
a
not?
prophetic prism. You just don't draw a card.
I'm trying to remember. So
It
it's
No,
is-
no, it's
enters
tapped.
battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless you pay one,
No, and then it is
Okay.
and
just
then tap add one mana
So-
of any color.
So the advantage to the Promenade is, or like the disadvantage is, it comes in tapped, and you have to tap out to use it. So it sort of makes your entire turn 2 nothing, but then it just taps for whatever color.
Yeah.
The Prism, it draws you a card, but you have to put 1 mana into it to fix your mana.
Yes.
So, you know,
Right.
swings and roundabouts, I
Yep.
guess. But,
And one's a land and one's an artifact too,
yeah.
which can make a difference.
Did you see how little time it took Travis Wu to try and do 5-color ridiculousness in,
Yeah.
in Gatecrash?
Yeah.
How did it go?
5-color value.
It went pretty well, actually.
Yeah.
What did he do? Did he just, I can't even remember now, did he just pick up a lot of gates and Prism?
There's just so,
Verdant Haven.
Verdant Haven
Yeah.
was a big one.
there's
that
gonna
card's
just be so much. Like
Insane.
once Dragon's Maze kicks in, there's gonna be like half the cards in the set that have some kind of mana fixing on them. Like
Yeah.
so much mana fixing. It's ridiculous.
All right.
I'm excited for Dragon's Maze.
I'm
I think it's
excited.
going to be
I think
pretty,
everybody is.
pretty cool.
We're like running super low on time.
That's okay.
That's fine.
Well, we're almost there. Have you enjoyed managing to make mill happen in a much more real way than in RTR?
Well, mill wasn't really a plan in RTR. There was like maybe like some incidental mill if you happened to pick up a crosstown courier, but you weren't going to go out of your way to get one, right?
No, you were not.
But
You could mill from the bottom of the deck.
yeah, but now mill is good, and I think in Dragon's Maze mill will be even better. I'm excited. So much mill. Mill being one of my favorite Magic win conditions. So
They should do
Did
like
we weren't recording that draft that you and I did at home, were we?
I don't know.
No, we weren't. Where we were like, oh my god, let's draft. Oh my god, we should do mill. And like, yeah, well, I mean, maybe if we like
No, that was the stream.
that was on
That was-
stream.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
streamed.
The
That
pack
was a-
one. Oh, right,
That was
right,
the night
yeah.
you and Kathleen streamed.
Right, the pack one, pick one mind grind.
I was like, oh
Oh man, do you have that Gate Crash pack that we did Pack Wars a few like last week?
Oh,
That insane
maybe. Hold on.
Gruul pack. Oh,
Oh yeah. So we had some Gate Crash packs. Who was playing Pack Wars?
James and I were playing Pack Wars with
Right.
the Gate Crash packs, and I haven't actually played. Like I know a fair amount about Gate Crash stuff, but I haven't played with the set a whole lot. So I was playing with it, and I had a few sort of okay things, and it come out, and then James just starts one after another dropping like all the best Gruul creatures. This is like in Pack Wars, where you just have one pack and a bunch of land, right? And I was just like, what the hell?
Gruul is
That's
the
not
guild
fair.
I kind of forget. I
All
kind
right.
of want to play a Gruul deck.
So-
I
All right,
haven't
all
yet.
right.
Gruul
Okay,
is
so of the cards that were in the pack, 7 were Gruul on color. We had Zertos Swine,
The bigger pig.
so the bigger pig. So Paul's gonna bring him up here.
The just to be clear on deck nicknames, ZHUR.
Yeah.
Nettle Swine from Avacyn Restored was Big Pig, which was a 3/3, 3/4, 3/3.
3/3.
Yeah.
So, and remember, this is Pack Wars, the format which is extremely slow and everyone has tons of mana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was one of the cards. There was a massive raid for a little bit of removal, which I don't think ever came up. Like, I beat Paul down pretty quick with not even half these cards because
Yeah.
it was just
And then he just like brought out more, and I was like, oh,
armored transport. Like, it's not the
That's
worst.
That's not Gruul.
It's not Gruul, but it fit in. Like, it's not.
It
It was just an attacker.
nice and easy to cast in Pack
Yeah.
Wars.
There was a Cinder Elemental.
Wait, hang on. We're catching up with Armored Transport.
Okay. Cinder Elemental also, I don't think was cast, but it was in the pack. Cool card.
This guy,
Um,
I had to like double take reading this guy at the pre-release because I was like, is this guy just Fireball?
Yes.
Like, is he just a fireball on a stick? Hang on, let me just. He is.
Yeah. So
And I saw him go pretty late early in the draft format. I think before a lot of people realized that he's just a fireball.
He's way
He's a-
better in sealed.
he's a non-surprising fireball
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's still just completely fine.
without that weird split.
The worst thing though is playing him against a red deck, and then they go act treason, sack your guy, kill your other guy.
Yeah, that's pretty mean.
Bad.
There was a Gruul Guild Gate just because I needed mana fixing in my Pack Wars deck.
Still not as fun to say as Golgari Guildgate.
It's
Golgari
true.
Guildgate, yeah.
Then there was the Gore Clan Rampager.
Oh my god!
Which I think is my favorite uncommon in the set. GHOR.
Oh my god!
That's not how you spell gore.
Deal with
He's
it.
So good.
I love that card so much. Like, he's just both his, like, he's either a 4/4 for 4 with trample or a blood rush for 2.
Yeah,
And
I think
it's just
it was when you had the pig, and then you brought out the Rampager, and then you had like another dude.
So the last
and I was
guy-
like, this is fucking bullshit.
this is when it gets pretty nuts, is when I play out the Wrecking Ogre.
oh my god!
Yeah. The Wrecking Ogre, the Rampager, the Swine, it's just like, like all 3 of these guys were out. The Ogre, the
Gross.
Rampager, and the Swine. And it was just like, yep, we're done here.
You gotta like being in a
Yeah.
situation where it's like, all right, I let the swine through, and you're like, all right, Wrecking Ogre takes 16.
Yeah, take 16. Have fun. Didn't get to do that, though.
No,
I did get killed by the Wrecking Ogre a couple nights ago, though, by doing that.
you got wrecked.
Yeah, I got super wrecked. I let 5 through, and yeah,
and
turned
you,
into 10?
you took 16.
and I took 16.
Oh right, no, because
And that was it.
plus 3 as well.
And I was
plus
at
3
50.
plus 3 and double strike.
Because I was like, what?
So it gives plus 6
like,
regardless.
I didn't know what I hadn't seen it before. I'm not playing around a rare. I knew he could have Blood Rush, but I figured the worst that he could do would be the Scorch Walker, so I'm taking 10 here. I was at 15. I could take 10 and still theoretically win the next turn. And then he just slams in with the Rampager. I'm like, crap. Or not with the Rampage. No, with the pig. It was a pig that he slammed in with. He actually did that exact move, and I was like, ugh, if he's doing this, then he has to have something pretty crazy. And then he dropped that Blood Rush, and I was just like,
And it's like
the worst.
that was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
I
Yes.
like
it's a good way of
flavor
dying.
text
Good
on this
read.
guy. If no opponent can be found, the ogres of the Bulrak clan will often pick fights with buildings.
Nice.
It's just like, I'm so bored.
buildings.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's some blood rush. Now concede maybe.
No kidding.
But this guy's sick.
All right. Well,
The wrecking ogre hurt me so bad. Hurt me so bad.
that will be our ending. theme.
When he came into my life, it hurt me so bad.
All right. We will see you guys next week with maybe Kathleen can come up with other magic rewrites of pop songs.
Oh my god, you totally should do that.
Uh-oh.
Well,
All
we
right.
we didn't do trivia this week.
We can do it next week. All right.
Who drew Wrecking Ogre?
I have no freaking clue.
Nils Ham.
Oh, I should have had that.
Wait, who drew the pig?
I don't know.
Oh, I wanted the guy named Ham to draw the pig.
That's fair. All right. See you guys.
Bye, everybody.